They talk about America the beautiful, America the great. But is that America spelled with a KKK? Because we seem to stand for things that we should hate. Settling comes so easily when we relate to what we should be ignoring, like celebrity and drama. And the politics and history you save for Papa and Mama. But it determines the course of human history when we ignore past misery and wind up reliving it. See, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. But police brutality is still here. It's just changed around. It had to change its form to continue to exist. I feel like this is something we all may have missed. Because blacks out here getting killed in the streets by people who are supposed to protect and serve. And they preface it by saying, sometimes whites get burned too. It's not only blacks who getting overserved, or rather underserved, or whatever you prefer. Overserved their fair share of bullet platter souffle, underserved in terms of their protections and what they may. The fact that all different colors get shot doesn't imply there's no racism. It implies bad cops. We should be working on reforming and not conforming. And we should be working on this rather than paying attention to who's performing. Why, when sons or daughters are dying right behind us, in front of us, all around us, are we worrying about Black China? Why do we care about Rob being gullible? When our friendly law enforcement is anything but lovable. Why are we not trying to fix our nation so that we can continue to call this our nation? It's not even our nation right now. It's white nation. White America, that's with a KKK, has got us all in tribulation. Our trials degrade us, breaks down our backs so that we're afraid to own up to our heritage of being black. Me, myself, it's hard to get a job while working for a master's degree. It should be ridiculous. Shouldn't that be ridiculously easy? It's ridiculous, outright ludicrous, every word I can think of to describe the way that the nation's shrinking us. It's making us less than we are. Kind of like the hairs on the front of my head. I had to get that shot in, jokes run all through my head. I'm a jovial kind of guy. And that's okay. As long as getting serious is in some part of the day. At the end of the day, the most important thing is peace and love. Something that's lost on earth, that comes from up above, but somewhere along the way it gets stunted. And it doesn't reach below, down to America the disgruntled. Something needs to get fixed. We need to figure out soon so that we can restore America to being beautiful. By the way, it's done. I'm just trying to figure out how to wrap this up with words. There are several problems facing us today that that could be straightened out with just a sympathetic ear and the will to actually act on solutions that we talk about. But everyone wants to talk, no one wants to actually do anything. That's why we have so many news stations, or we have so many social media posts claiming stay woke and awareness, but nothing actually going on. So I guess what we're calling for here is realness. So with that, interpret how you will, Professor.